welcome back to my channel. I am so glad that you are here. I wanted to share my December daily workspace, kind of set it up while I have my camera out, kind of like last year. Last year I did 2 videos, getting organized part 1 and then getting organized part 2, and showed you my setup. This year I think I'm gonna just combine it into one and kind of show you where I'm at right now with my space, and then set up things and show you how it looks all set up. I will probably keep the same setup as last year. I have my counter space that I'm working on clearing out, and then I can add in all my supplies. And down here, I don't think you can see it, but down here is my giant box of supplies, and I am gonna pull from there different things that I want to use. I also cleared out one of these acrylic drawers so that way I can use that to put in die cuts and puffy stickers and word stickers, because that really helps me to have it like right there within my reach. And I know that this December daily video is super early for the season, but I figured since a lot of us are participating in Allie Edwards Prep Day, that it would be fun to share my space now, and also mention how I am hoping to be successful this season. Since I'm working now, I have a plan for my counter space over there. I shared it in another behind the scenes video, but I'm just gonna mention it again. That way it's in this video as well. But I'm using some metal trays to kind of sort out different pieces, and I will probably print through my phone if I need to do it quick. I have noticed that my app that I use for printing from my phone prints things just like a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch bigger, which is really frustrating. But since I don't use a lot of page protectors with December daily, it shouldn't really matter. So let's get started on looking at my supplies, and you guys can come along as I set everything up, and I hope that you enjoy. Okay, so right below my chair where I was just sitting, this is the box that I use. It is from IKEA. It is huge and holds so much stuff, and I'm able to pack it all in there when I am done with December daily documenting. So I am going to be in the process of getting all of this stuff out and sharing with you how I get it out. I'm gonna leave the camera rolling, and then I can do like a time lapse and speed it up and maybe do a little voiceover as I'm putting stuff out on my shelf. That might be fun. So I have that to put out, and this is the acrylic container that I cleared out so I can use that. And yes, I still have an October daily project, but the reason is this is my bookshelf for October daily, and if it works the way I like and it comes, it comes out the way I'm thinking, then I'll use that same idea for December daily. And so I'm pretty excited to finish putting that together and see how it comes together. We turn around, I have October daily right there. I'm trying to wrap that up. I have the cover page that I did for December daily this year. I did not put the letters down, but this is pretty much all my cover is going to be. My cover is not going to change much. I keep it very simple. I have for many years, and it just works. This is a transparency that I made a few years ago, and I just never used it. And it's just a ton of digital stamps. And so I have the 23. And I usually like to put behind it my decor boxes or a family photo. We have not taken family photos yet, so I just decided to do a decor photo, and I added a Carrie Bradford preset that kind of was a little bit more warm. So I really like that, and you've got a ton of my birds in the picture, so I love that. So that is going to be my cover, and behind it will be the reason why, and I'm going to put together the reason why soon. So right now, this is all I have out. I got out a few of my prep pages just because I wanted to see exactly what I have. I have this card that I could punch and then just add paper to the back. I have a movie, like film reel. I have this one that I made many years ago. It could be a 9 or it could be a 6. I've never used it, but I could. And this one with hearts stapled all down the side. This is another one I made with digital stamps. Says a bunch of different words: joy, love, magic, hope, give, light, and home. This one is a vellum one I made. And this one is was supposed to be printed on vellum, and then somehow it got printed on regular paper, but I kept it because it's thicker, almost like cover stock, I would say. This is a page I did last year currently, and then I just never used it. I absolutely love it. I think it would be great for New Year's Eve or something like that, but it's just so pretty, and I can't believe I didn't use it. My product play assignment from last year using these, and you can swing these up like what is it called, like curtains from a stage, and see the photos, and it's Joy of December. So I loved how that project came together, but I wound up never using it, and that's okay. I also made this one, and I did a process video for this one, but I can put 3x2 or 2x2 or a mix of those size photos for this tree forest page that I just absolutely love. I'm obsessed with trees, and so it turned out really pretty. So I have this empty container and this empty container, and I have November stories by the month and also a story kit. So those need to move. And now let me show you what's over here. In a previous behind the scenes video, I mentioned that I am working on reorganizing my stickers and getting a tote so I can carry it around. I have not gotten the tote, but I have moved all my stuff to here so I can easily pick it up. I also have these metal trays, and this is where I will toss pieces that I want to use for a particular story if I do get behind, which I'm sure might happen. So I have 4 trays right here, and they're just from the Dollar Tree. Well, it's $1.25 now, but you know what I mean. And they're like so old, they are just bent, but they work, and it will help me to stay organized for various stories. I'm gonna go ahead and break up this kit and put the pieces in different spots, and that way I can use it and see it and be able to play with it. Over here is the papers. I have lots of different papers. I have all the page protectors that came with the 2 kits. I have the inserts, and I have 2 stamps. And I also mentioned in my behind the scenes video, I'd love to finish this project, but I don't think that is going to happen. I have Thursday's journaling ready, and I believe Saturdays, but I don't have Friday or Sunday, so I gotta work on that. And then you guys, all my birds, some of my birds, I should say. I have like an army of birds, and it's always a mess over here. This is like the dumping ground, but my birds are there because I had not decorated yet, but generally this is my dumping ground. As you can see, I just dumped some kits right there. And it's a horrible habit. So that is this side, and now I'm gonna go ahead and get started on putting everything in my space and getting it ready for December daily. And I'll go ahead and put it on a time lapse so you guys can enjoy that. And I will talk a little bit over the voiceover or just put in some music. Okay, so this is the part that I was mentioning that I would speed up, and I will kind of walk you through and talk you through my process of putting everything up and set up in my space, because there is a lot of supplies, and I will probably be spending the rest of November trying to go through some older items that I have. Like, as I'm putting away all of these transparencies and die cuts, I couldn't believe how many that I have. I was on the December daily team, so I do have a little bit more than most probably, but still, it was a lot. I just opened the new die cut pack that I got, and I'm kind of thumbing through and seeing what I have, which is another fun thing that I love to do as I'm putting together my space, is look through not only on my stash, but all what came in this year's kit and just see what is in that kit and basically start to touch it and play with it and see it. And in the back of this organizer, I put the paper scraps that I have. I have an 8.5 by 11 page protector, so I just put those paper scraps all the way in the back. And usually the 10 by 8 paper will go in there as well, but I didn't put it there yet. It went below where my stamps are. And in the front of the acrylic organizer, I have some puffy stickers. I just showed you my fun little ornament I got from being on the December Daily team. And I'm also showing you the acrylic drawers where I put in a bunch of stars, all my star stash, my word stickers, and also all my miscellaneous die cuts. I am currently thumbing through all the different papers that I have and also some word stickers that I used. I absolutely love those glittery word phrase stickers. So I don't know if they are available anymore, but I just love them. And again, I showed you the baggies that I sort my different supplies in. I just use them over and over again and make sure to label them with what they are. And I just dump them in the acrylic drawer and it'll be good enough, and I can just kind of dig through there. I will also use one of the acrylic drawers later on to add in some of the newer stash. And I do have this random box full of other embellishments. And so really, that's the other goal I have for the rest of this month, is to take that box and then the other embellishments that I have in the large white bin and kind of condense it or just get rid of some of it, because I can't possibly need all of that. I just showed you a tag that I made that I totally forgot, so I could probably add that to the prep section of my little organizer. And I did decide to move several of the transparencies to that clear acrylic over on the left-hand side. So I just moved those over, and I also just grabbed some more papers and I sneak peeked some jelly prints from my product play lesson that I did for December Daily, and I am now going over to grab the rest of the kit for this year so I can go ahead and start sorting that and figuring out where that's going to go, because I generally like to put it in a tray. And I did go grab a new tray that I have because I like to have that front and center, because obviously it's the newest stuff. So I want to have it front and center. So I will have 2 trays for the current kit for this year. I also grabbed out all my 6x8 stamps. I generally just store those in my regular 6x8 bin and just grab them out. So I'm just grabbing those, and then I can put those in the plastic frosted acrylic organizer behind the tag stamp set that's new from this year. So I can go ahead and put all those stamps in there, and I guess I don't really have a lot of 4x6 stamp sets, but that's okay. This is where I was kind of shuffling things around, figuring out what can work best where, and that's kind of the fun part. And now I tried a different angle so that way I could kind of show you close up how I am displaying this the kit for this year. So I put the 4x6 and 3x4 cards in this tray I just got from Target. I also have some little dishes that I put the stars in and also the transparency tags. I have some ornaments in there as well, along with the puffy stars and the chipboard stars, so several of the embellishments. I grabbed a third little dish and poured the chipboard in there, but you're gonna see in just a second that I decided to change my mind. So I moved over to my desk so that way it's a little bit of a better angle and not so close up. I hope you enjoyed the different angle though. So I have the 3 different pieces that I'm going to use to really display this year's kit. I have the acrylic drawer that's going to hold a lot of the bigger pieces like the wreaths and also these die cut word phrases, along with
I don't know what else I put in there. Oh, the transparencies. I put those in there as well. And I am going to open up the vellum pack as well. And I've grabbed this 6 cupcake holder tray that I also got from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to put in the numbers and the little trees and some other things. So I'm going to go ahead and add some music, and you guys can watch me sort out all the different pieces. So the last step is paper, and I have a lot of paper. I have noticed recently, last year and maybe the year before, that I have beautiful paper, a huge collection of paper, but I don't use it that often. I don't know why, but I just don't, and I just keep accumulating paper. I pulled these pieces right off top. It's like a Christmas transparency and a 1 through 10, and I'm going to put those in my specialty paper section. And I also pulled aside all of the scraps. And then my next step is to organize these papers by color. This is this year's stack of papers, and I also have last year's stack of papers. So I'm just going to sort it by the color, and I mainly wind up with red, green, tans and neutrals, and then black. And also there's a few specialty papers like vellum and some of the specialty papers with lots of different sayings on them, like the circles or the banners. And I also have paper from, like I said, last year that I will sort. So I'm going to go ahead and add some music, and I hope you guys enjoy seeing me sort papers. And I really find that this is the best way that I use my papers, and I am going to get some more bags for my paper scraps so that way I can sort my paper scraps by color as well. This earlier, but once I have all my papers organized, I usually put them in the back of my acrylic desk organizer, the frosted one, the bigger one of the two that I have in my area. But for right now, I put them down below in one of the cubes. So I have a stack of last year's paper and this year's paper. And this is another set of papers that I wanted to organize, and I cannot believe the amount of paper that I have. So it's just a little out of control, and I need to maybe reevaluate and kind of determine what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep, right? That is the ultimate goal. Okay, so let me show you my final space and how it is looking so far. I have the stamps and all the tags and the transparencies right there. I have the tray with the current kit, the current stamp set with the tags up in front, some more 6x8 stamp sets, along with all of these die cut pieces and my prep pages, and then some large stickers and some more pieces in the back. This is a acrylic organizer with older journaling cards, and then the mixed box This is the paper that I was talking about, along with the page protectors that is going to be right next to it. Over in this area, I have the acrylic drawers with this current kit and also the stars and the word stickers, and then my die cut stash as well. So that is my setup, you guys, and I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing this come together. I'd love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you are new to my channel. Have a wonderful day. Bye.